about 5 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. Then we're just going to stand tall. You're just going to bring your leg wide and back. So stand up nice and tall, core is tight, legs just going wide and back, making sure that you've got those shoulders relaxed, and you're trying not to tilt too much to the left, right? So just kicking back and forth. No big deal. We're going to do 5 more. Ooh, I almost fell over. There's 1. Here's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to go right to that other side. We're just kicking up and back. Core is staying tight. Shoulders are staying relaxed. And you're trying to keep that leg as straight as you can. Right? Obviously, I'm sure you guys probably warmed up an extra 2 minutes while I cut off. I'm sure you were jumping up and down probably to stay warm. Got 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Okay, so now you're going to turn to the side if you want, or you can stay out there. You're going to have your right leg back. We're just going to do a straight leg lift with that leg. So you want to try to keep that leg as straight as you can so you can feel the glute and feel that hamstring. And you want to have a slight bend in your left knee. But you're just raising up and back, right? So really making sure that leg is as straight as possible. The higher up that leg comes, the harder it is. And you're going to do 10 more. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to switch legs. So right leg will be down, left leg will be out. You're raising up and down with that left leg. So remember, try to keep that leg as straight as you can. Try to control that leg on the way down. The more you can bend your right knee, the more stabilized you're going to feel with this. And we got 10 more to go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you're going to relax, right? And we're going to go back to our high knees. This time you're going to do it up on your tiptoes. So you're trying to stay on your tiptoe and keep your heel up off the ground. That's the goal. And just stay nice and tall, right? This is going to mess with your balance, so if you move around a little bit more with it, that's okay. It's like you're doing high knees and high heels, right? Sure. Yeah, it's that easy. So just nice and easy here. We're going to go for about 15 more seconds, and then we're going to kind of do a runner kind of jump motion. But it's not really a jump. Don't let that scare you. You got 10 seconds. Staying as tall as you can. Okay, so what you're going to do here, you're going to go to your right side and left. So you're kind of stepping wide and bringing that knee up to the side. It's almost like a Heisman motion. So on this, you could step. If you want to make it harder, you can kind of add a little bit of a hop to it. It's kind of up to you what feels good, okay? But the quicker you can go, the better. And you want to try to just put weight on that foot and shift, right? You're shifting, shifting, shifting. Kind of like a skater squat meets a Heisman, right? So you got about 15 more seconds here, right? And then we got to get our legs warmed up just a smidge more, right? You're going to want it. You're going to want it. Okay, you're doing a great job here. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to relax. So now we're going to do a squat. So we're going to have our feet hip width are a little bit wider. As you squat, you want to push your hips back. You're going to squat down like you're sitting in a chair. Come up, squeeze your glutes, right? So we're back, and then we're up. So really shift your hips back before you squat. There should be weight in your heels that whole time, right? So if you feel like you're going to tip over, that's okay. That means you have the tension off of those knees, right? You're acting like you're going to sit and come back, right? You're going to sit, come back. Don't forget to squeeze up top, right? And you don't have to go super low because we're warming you up today. And if this hurt your knees, you could do a smaller motion, or you can just focus on the hip hinge portion of it, right? So you don't have to squat if it hurts your knees. If it burns, I don't really care. We got 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here is 5. Okay. So we're going to grab one of our gliders here. So what you're going to do, your right leg is going to have the glider. You want your tiptoe on it. Your left leg is your stabilizing leg. So when you bend your left leg, you're going to slide your right leg out straight. It's going to come all the way around or to behind you. You'll come back to the front, stand up tall. So we're going to bend our left knee, extend out, come around, come back, stand up, right? So bend down, come around, come back, stand up, right? Then extend, come around, come back, come down. So your left leg is your supporting leg. That quad is going to burn, right? You're testing your balance. You're using those hips to maintain a nice full range of motion, okay? And take your time. You don't have to be fast, right? You want to be able to control that leg, right? And just go as far as you feel you can. You got to keep it in a comfortable range of motion, right? So that means you don't want pain. If it burns, that's good. Sharp pains are not good. Okay, and just remember, you're coming up in between each one. So you go around and front, and then you stand and sink down. So it's kind of like you got a little bit of a lunge type motion with it, okay? You're doing a great job. We're almost there, believe it or not. And then we got a little, no, we don't have a little in between motion. I forgot we had another leg, ha. So we're gonna do one more to this leg. So you'll slide out, around, back, up. All right, so left leg is taking the glider, right leg is our stabilizing. You're gonna bend that right leg, left leg slides. You're gonna go around, in front, back up. Feels a little awkward switching sides. I think my left leg is like, whoa, we're not used to taking over. So make sure you're bending that right knee as you come down. The lower you get with that right leg, the harder it is, right? And obviously, if the glider isn't working for you right now, you don't need a glider to do this, right? You could just slide your foot across the floor or just even step, right? So the more you bend that right leg, the lower you get, the harder it gets, right? And you almost tip over like I did. So don't do that, right? So keep on going here. You're over halfway, right? Taking your time. If you go too fast, you'll fall, just like I did. I don't want you guys to see me fall down. You giggle at me too much. You'd be like, hey, keep watching this video on repeat where she falls down. Okay, you're almost there. 10 seconds. Your quads should be burning. We're going to do a little bit of a cardio move, right? In about 5 seconds. So let's do one more. Slide out, around, back, in. So now you're going to have both gliders, right? And you want to have it on your tippy toes here. So you're going to have your knees bent. You're going to slide one direction and then the other. So kind of like a speed skater, right? You only want one leg to move at the same one time. If both legs were moving, you'd end up in the splits, and you don't want that, right? So on this, you can even add in those arms, right, to help with balance, get a little bit of a rhythm, right? If you like to dance, turn it into a dance move. I don't care. I don't know how to dance, right? But this helps me hold on to rhythm, okay? So your goal is to really get that heart rate up, right? If it bothers your knees, you can do a smaller motion or just do it without the gliders and tap to the side, okay? You're doing a great job. We got 30 seconds, and then we're going to repeat our fun balance move. I know that's what you wanted to hear. We're going to burn out those legs today. Burn them. Okay, you're doing a great job. 20 seconds to go, right? Add in those arms if you want. If you don't like the arms in, you don't have to, right? But you're just going side to side. It's like step slide, step slide. Okay, you're almost there. 10 seconds. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And we're going to repeat our move we did before that. So left leg is stabilizing. Right foot has that glider. You're going to bend, leg comes out. You're going to come around, back, in, right? Why do we repeat this? Because it's so good for you. That's why, right? There's a lot of dynamics to this move. And then you just can't beat this move, right? There's a lot of stabilization, a lot of hip work, and of course, balance. Okay, so taking your time, make sure your shoulders are staying relaxed, your core is tight, right? And you control that range of motion, right? So maybe you're more warmed up this round and you can get a little bit lower, right? You can try to go a little bit wider with that leg maybe. Whatever you feel like you can do, that's what you're gonna do. It's nice and controlled. We have 30 seconds until we switch sides, right? So nice range of motion. See how low you can get with that left leg, right? It's almost like you're in a single leg squat with that leg. And of course you can use your arms, right? I use my arms all the time. Helps with balance. They're not just there for decoration. Your arms have a purpose, right? One more. Out, wide, back, and switch your legs. So left leg is going to take charge. Right leg is stabilized. So we're going to bend, out wide, coming around, back, and up. So out, around, back, up. I always think it feels really weird to switch sides. It feels awkward. My body's like, what? This doesn't feel natural, okay? So remember, the lower you can get with that right leg, the more challenging this move gets, okay? It's like you're doing a single leg squat, then you add a balance portion to it and come back up, right? So there's a lot happening here. This move is not easy, right? You've really got to focus in on all the muscle groups working together, right? And this is a little bit of coordination too. And everybody likes to be coordinated, right? Yeah, I think so. So you're out, you're wide. I keep on almost falling over, don't fall over, and back, right? We're still on going here. You have 15 seconds. Then we've got another cardio move, and then we're on the floor. Oh yeah, the floor is easier, right? Nah. Okay, let's go. One more motion, out, around, back, in. Okay, so you're gonna have both gliders. This time you're gonna do an alternating move, stepping back. So knees are bent, you're gonna slide back, slide back, slide back, slide back, right? So kind of imagine, this kind of almost looks like an elliptical type motion, right? So you're just sliding, you can add in those arms, you wanna be on those toes, and you're just going side to side. Or it's like a speed skater still, right? You're ice skating through your living room. Right? People ask you, what'd you do today? And you'll say, I was just ice skating through the living room. So keeping those knees bent. Again, the lower you get, the harder it's gonna be on those legs. Okay, and you wanna keep on moving through. The quicker you go, the more cardio you're gonna get. And that's what we want, right? You got 30 seconds, and then we're gonna take a water break, okay? Keep on moving, keep on pumping the legs, keep on breathing. Okay, you got about 15 seconds to go. Try to get as low as you can and pick up the speed if you can too, right? You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax. You can grab some water. And we're going down to the mat. I'm gonna lower my camera a little. Okay, so we're gonna start with a bridging motion. So you only need one glider here, okay? So we're gonna have the glider on our left foot. Your right foot's gonna be flat on the ground. So you're gonna be holding a bridge this whole time. You're gonna slide your left leg out. Your left leg will come in. Your right leg is gonna march. You'll come down. So you're sliding with the left leg, marching with the right. And you're up in a bridge that whole time. So if you wanna make it harder, you would go heel down, toe up. Ready? And go. So slide with the left, it comes back in, march with the right. Slide with the left, march with the right. So you're just going side to side here, right? We're working our brain here a little bit. And if you can go heel down, toe up, it's gonna kind of isolate those hamstrings and those calves a little bit more in that left leg, okay? But you're up in that bridge the whole time. So that's the fun part, right? Of course it is. So you have 15 seconds until we switch sides, okay? You're doing a great job. Keep on hanging on to it. You got 10 seconds, right? You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that bridge while you switch. So right foot has that glider. Left leg is your marching leg. Ready? And go. So right leg slides out, it comes in, and you march. Right? Slide and march. Think about how clean you're getting your floors today. Right? So sliding and marching, try to get that left leg up as much as you can, like it's almost in a tabletop position, right? That's what makes it more fun. Guaranteed fun is what we call that. Okay, we got about 30 seconds. You're almost there. Keep on moving through the motions, sliding and lifting, right? We got 10 seconds, and then we're gonna go to more of a plank position. Yes. Okay, let's do 2 more. We'll slide, lift, slide, lift, and you can relax down. Okay, so now we're gonna go to our hands and knees here, and you'll still have 1 glider. So we're gonna start with our right leg. If you can, you'll be on your hands and knees, or hands, right? Your left leg will be holding you on a plank. You'll start with your feet together. You'll come wide, you'll bend in, come back, come together. If you modify, just put that left knee down so you're still on a plank. You come wide, elbow to knee, back, in. Okay, so you're going wide, elbow to knee, come back down, come back in. Ready? And go. So you'll go wide, elbow to knee, come back, feet together. 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 All right, we got 5 more here. There's 1. Coming wide, here's 2. Coming back, wide, here's 3. 2 more like that. 4 and 5. Okay, so we're gonna switch sides. I'm gonna turn just so you can see my left leg. You're up in that plank, feet start together. You'll go wide, elbow to knee, back, in. Wide, elbow to knee, back, in, right? So you're kind of going wide, and then you're going into a spider type motion. Remember, if you modify, that's fine. Your right knee would just be down, right? And you're letting your left leg take over here, okay? So keep on moving through whatever you feel like you need to do to make it through it, right? And we got 5 more. So wide, knee, back, in. Wide, knee, back, in. Wide, knee, back, in. 2 more. Wide, knee, back, in. 1 more. Wide, knee, back, in. Relax. Okay, so now we're going back to our back for some bridges. This time you'll need both gliders. So we're gonna go heels down, toes up. And we're gonna start with just regular bridges, right? If it bothers you to have heels down, toes up, you can do regular bridges with your feet flat, right? The more you have your feet away from your bottom, the harder it gets. But you're just gonna press up and down to start with here, okay? So exhale, press up, squeeze those glutes. Nice and easy back. Remember, if you want it harder, just scoot your feet away from your body, and it's a whole new ballgame, right? If you're feeling tight or it feels hard, scoot your feet closer to your body, right? So a way that bridges get harder is when your legs are more away from your body, right? They don't have that closeness anymore, and it makes them upset. So in 10 seconds, we're gonna start using the gliders, okay? So really pressing up and squeezing, holding on to this motion. Okay, so you're gonna hold your bridge. You're just gonna alternate. One leg slides out and then the other. I'm losing my glider here. Okay, so one leg and then the other, right? One leg and then the other. So staying up in that bridge, you're still breathing, you're alternating your legs, right? And it kind of feels good, doesn't it? I know it does. So you have 10 seconds, and then we're gonna go a little bit quicker. Okay, so you're gonna do smaller motions. Now you're gonna go quicker. So you don't have to extend your leg out all the way. You're just trying to keep up a good pace. It's like if you see a cartoon character, they're falling down, you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what you should look like on the floor. How cool is that? You have 15 seconds, and then we're going back to our hands and our knees. So keep on rocking, keep on breathing. You got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax. All right. And then we're back to our hands and our knees. Wasn't that fun? I know it was. So just one glider. We're almost done, I promise. Now you're hoping the internet would cut out. So we're gonna keep our left knee down, okay? Your right leg's gonna have the glider. It's starting out out behind you. So you're gonna come wide. You're gonna lift, come back to the glider, come back. Wide, lift, back, down, right? Wide, lift, back, and around. Wide, lift, back, and around. Right, here you go, you're going through it, it feels good. Try to make sure your body's not moving too much as you lift that leg, right? And if you need to do a smaller range of motion, you can, right? It's not easy to get that leg way, way wide and lift it. The glider does help though, right? You gotta admit that. And it feels kind of good. Woo-wee, does it? There's those glutes. So we got 30 seconds, so that's exciting. So as you're doing this, try to think of like you're almost holding a plank. Try not to let your head hang down, right? You don't have to watch your leg, right? Your leg knows what it's doing. It's smart, right? Or you're smart, one of the two. If watching your leg made it easier, wouldn't that be cool? I think it would be. Okay, you're almost there. We got 15 seconds, right? And you're gonna notice your left glute is starting to fire up on that side. Yep, because it's working, it's stabilizing you, okay? You have 10 seconds. So let's do 3 more. Here's 1, lift, back, down. Here's 2, lift, back, down. Last one, here's 3, lift, back, and around. Okay, so now we are switching sides. So right knee is down, left leg has that glider. You're gonna come wide, lift, back, down, right? So same thing, other leg. That's easy enough. So remember, one side might be stronger than the other, so if you don't feel like you can come as wide, that's okay, you don't have to. Okay, but just kind of do what you feel like you can, right? And what you can maintain for a minute, right? A minute gets kind of long after a while, right? Sometimes the minute seems fast. Sometimes the minute feels like torture. I don't know, either way. But try not to let that head hang down. Remember, your leg knows what it's doing. You don't have to watch it, right? It's not gonna listen to you even if you did watch it. Okay, you're almost there. You've got 20 seconds. And then we have one more move of the day. Okay, hanging on to it. 15 seconds to go. Both of your glutes should be screaming by this point, I hope. And that's good, you want strong glutes. 10 seconds, right? We got 5. Here's 4, we might as well just do 5 of them, right? Here's 3, let's do 2 more. Here's 1 of them, one more good one here. And boom, okay, relax. So our final move, we're gonna be in a side plank. So you have 2 options. If you can, you would be up on your hand and that knee would be down and you'd be up higher. If that doesn't feel good to you, that's okay. Drop down a little bit lower and you'd hang here. So our front leg's gonna do the same motion no matter what. So you could be low, right? Or if you can, try to be higher and you're gonna swing that leg forward and back. All right, so either way you do it, okay? You're trying to hold on to that motion, hold that posture. Your front leg is just swinging in front and behind, right? So if it doesn't feel good to be up high, don't be up high. Come down a little bit lower and hold the side plank here, right? They're both gonna be hard, I promise you. I think this one feels kind of worse, actually. Right, so keep on sliding through, keep on hanging on. We're gonna go for 30 more seconds here, right? Yeah, that's not too bad. So try to keep that leg as straight as possible. It's like when we warm up and we do that forward kick, that's what it's like. We're just making it harder. Unfortunately for you, right? But your arm gets a little bit of stabilization in here too. So that's gonna burn, right? It's just full of burns today. Okay, you got about 20 seconds. Try to hold on to that posture. Try to stay up tall. Try to keep that top arm nice and tall. I know it's easy to want to hold the floor. Floor doesn't like you as much as I do though. Here's 1, here's 2, we're gonna go to 5, 3, here's 4, here's 5, okay? Switching sides and we're all done. Okay, so same setup as you had before. Either you're up high or down low, you're sliding forward and back. And this time I can see my watch the whole time. So I'll try not to make it up in my head, haha. So try to hold on to that posture, right? You're really putting a lot of stability in that shoulder, right? That's what makes this even more challenging because your body has to hold yourself up. Nobody wants to hold their own body up, that's hard. right? And on one side, if you were up high and it doesn't feel good on this side, go down low. You can go down low, right? I'll show you down low again, right? So you would just barely have that hip up off the floor, right? And even if it's just completely awful, you don't have to have your hip up off the floor, right? Remember, you got to do your range of motion, right? Oh yeah, we're cleaning the floors. We call this clean the floor workout, right? You're gonna get your sweat, get a little dust. You got 10 seconds left of your workout. Hanging on to it. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're gonna relax. And there you have it. You are done with your glider workout. Great job.